So you're thinking about it or you're ready to do it. You're going to retire and move abroad for the first time, and I need to warn you. I'm Josh with Expats Everywhere. I'm married to Kalie. I have a baby daughter named Valencia. She's almost 2 years old, and I've been living abroad for 13 years. I've been meeting up with a ton of expats here recently, some of which have been retiring and moving abroad for the very first time. And there's a pattern I see developing with most all of them, and here's what it is. There are problems when you move abroad and retire at the same time because your expectations aren't right. So in this video, I want to kind of set the right expectations for what you're going to feel and what you should do about it. Now, awareness is really, really crucial. Here's what happens. When you retire, you have so much more free time, right? You don't have to go do that 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, depending on where you are, and you have much more free time to do with it how you choose. And that's pretty normal when you retire. Now, some people do have side hustles that they can get into, and I'm gonna talk about that in just a few moments. The other thing is that you're moving abroad, and this is a new thing. This is the first time that you've ever moved abroad. And the thing that comes with that is you are going to be experiencing a lot of new things, whether it be a new culture, a new language, a new society to get used to, new surroundings, you're moving to a new place. So there's gonna be a lot of stimulus going on. And that type of stuff lasts anywhere between 1 month and up to 6 months. But what do you do when that kind of wears off, and let's say the honeymoon stage of moving wears off, and then you've got to slide into real life, everyday, day-to-day life? Here's what I'm seeing. Most guys are wired to kind of want to be task-oriented and finish one task after another. So whether that be at work or on the weekends, whenever you're being a weekend warrior, fixing up your house, washing your car, whatever, it is very task-oriented. How we're wired, I know. Now, once you get your life set up abroad, doing all the bureaucratic things, getting the electric bill in your name or the water, or getting internet set up, getting your phone sorted out, all of that stuff, when that checklist is done, what do you do with your time, right? Do you have a hobby? What's going on? I want you guys to be just mentally prepared that this is what's going to hit you. You're going to have anywhere between a month to 6 months of this kind of honeymoon period where everything is great, you're just absorbing things, and you're being very task oriented. You've got stuff to do, and that feels good because you can accomplish things. But when that checklist runs out, when all of those things are done, that's when real life sets in. And I just want you to be aware of that, because some people will run out of those checklist items and then they're gonna be kind of idle with nothing to do, and they blame it then on their new country that they've settled in. This place is boring, it's this, that, and it's a lot of negative thoughts. I don't want you to be in that mindset. I want you to be in a positive mindset where you're aware of the fact that you need to find now stuff to do, because retirement isn't always easy. We've heard of many people complaining about how they don't want to retire, or when they do retire that they're bored, and it's because they don't have something to do that's worthwhile. You need to kind of look at a worthwhile hobby, something that's going to be fulfilling and that you're going to enjoy, or that side hustle. Maybe you always wanted to bet on yourself and go open up this, this side hustle business. I know we're talking about retirement, but some people feel like that, like they still have something to offer to society, or they still have something to prove to themselves and they want to do something. That's okay. Just make sure that you choose something that's worthwhile and that you're going to enjoy. So how do you prepare for this new transition in life? Well, as you get ready for your move, start to take stock. Now that you're aware that this could be a problem, start to take stock of things that you enjoy doing and try to figure out the types of resources that you need before you move, so that when you get to your host country, you'll have your stuff so that you can do your hobby or do your thing. It could be as last minute as when you're on the plane. Start thinking about, okay, what would I like to do as I finish up getting the bureaucratic tasks or the operational tasks done to set up life here? What are the things that I enjoy? Start to take stock and start to prepare. A few action items for you guys could be getting social. You really need to start to build a friend group as early as you can. Start meeting people. How do you do that? Well, there's meetups.com, there's Facebook groups, but there's also just when you hear someone speaking your native language, when you're out, introduce yourself. If you're an introvert, I know this can be more difficult. Maybe doing this type of stuff online is easier, but really try to put yourself out there. The interesting thing when you move abroad is people are much more open socially than maybe they would be in their home country. And you're probably gonna start to notice that you're gonna do some things that you wouldn't do in your home country that you're gonna do when you're in your host country. So get out there, be social, start to meet people, and start to meet people that are interested in doing things that you wanna do, whether it's fitness, or it's watching something on TV or talking about certain types of things or music or whatever, guys. Just think about what things you enjoy doing and start meeting people in those types of fields. The other action item is to take action on pursuing a hobby that is worthwhile. So if you want to start helping out at an animal shelter, start to make a short list of the animal shelters that are in your area and how you can donate time. If you're spiritual, if you have a religion, start to find the different churches or synagogues or temples or whatever you may call it in your area that you want to go and give time and start to connect with and bond with people there. It's super crucial that you go ahead and start to take action on those things that will help you with your hobbies that are worthwhile. So if you're at a loss here and you don't know what you should do as a worthwhile hobby, here's one challenge I give you, and that is to learn the local language. Learning the local language is really gonna open up your ability to live in that country because you're gonna start to learn from locals as you meet them, and that's gonna open up the food, the culture. It's just gonna open up so much. I can't stress to you how much it's gonna open up when you start to learn the local language, and you're gonna feel so much better about yourself. Please do not think that your age is a factor here. Everybody can learn a new language. If you've learned one language, you can learn another language. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but it's doable. You can do it. Enjoy the challenges that come with living abroad. There will be challenges. You will transition out of that honeymoon stage, okay? Please do not blame the host country for the boredom you're experiencing because you haven't taken the right actions in your retirement to fill your time with things that are worthwhile. There will be challenges, trust me, but embrace those because they're fun. At Expats Everywhere, we believe that living abroad transforms lives, and we just want you guys to enjoy the process of moving abroad because it is super transformative. Now, if you like content like this, we ask that you hit the subscribe button, and if you're just getting started in this journey, see what YouTube recommends you watch, click this playlist right here. Now let's get moving. Bye.